Hi friends, I hope you're all doing well. I just want to share one or two thoughts with you centered around a specific text. We're going to read Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, the first half. It reads as follows. So God created mankind in His image, in the image of God, He created them. I think there are two questions we often struggle with within our faith. Firstly is the call put upon us by Christ to love one another, to love our enemy. And the second question is, how do we truly love ourselves? How do we truly accept and realize that God unconditionally loves us and forgives us? We know ourselves. We know what we do. We know when we do right. We know when we do wrong. We know what we hide from the world. We know what we even try and hide from ourselves. We know what we even, falsely so, try and hide from God. And then often when someone comes to us and they tell us God loves us, He loves us unconditionally. He does not put parameters. He does not put boundaries on His love, on His acceptance, on His grace, on His forgiveness. We struggle with that. We very much ask the question, but how can God love this? In all its humanity, in its brokenness, how can God love this? And then even more when we are confronted with the brokenness of others, trying to love the other is often an obstacle to us. People tend to say things, they tend to do things that we do not agree with. Oftentimes they say things and do things that pertinently hurt us. And then we are confronted with this call by Christ to truly love one another, to truly accept one another, to even go as far as love our enemy, love those who are out to hurt us, love those who are out to even kill us. And how do we do that? How can I accept them? How can I live in an unconditional way towards them? The same way that God lives towards us. We know ourselves better than anyone else. We know what we do behind the closed doors of our bedrooms. We know our thoughts. We know our actions. And very often we find ourselves in spaces where we act in a way, where we live in a way that we afterwards realize was actually wrong. We do not like what we did. We do not like what we said. And then if someone comes to us and tells us that God still loves you, we think, but how can He? How can He love this broken, fallible person sitting here? And I think this text gives some insight as to how God is capable of doing that. Because I think God never forgets what resides in the hearts of us all. That we are a reflection of Him. That we are an image of the unconditional love, the unconditional grace, the unconditional acceptance. That is why He created us. That is why He put us within His creation. And if we can start remembering that, if we can start seeing that, not only within ourselves, but within those around us, maybe it becomes a bit easier to love the other, to love the stranger, to love the enemy. And maybe, just maybe, it becomes a bit easier to accept the truth that God loves us in an unconditional way. God forgives us in an unconditional way. God accepts us in all of our glorious brokenness. To see the holiness in one another, to realize and accept the holiness that lives in all of our hearts. May you be blessed, and may God continue to reveal the way in which He loves you because of this.